Well, off we go, watching Greeks move. Damn Greeks. I can hardly wait for the day. The day. I don't know when it's coming. But it'll have to happen sometime. And when it happens, it'll be a total shock. Actually, no. They're pretty predictable, actually. I'll explain the steps they tend to go through. Right now, they're about step 3 out of 5 on the war front. Step 3 is crowding your cities, and if not that, some of your units you may have out from your cities. That's like the first step they take when they're ready to piss you off. They do, mind you, they can skip right to step 5, but they typically, the first time they go to war with you, will follow that. Yes, the first time, because they're going to mess with me again. I'm like Texas, and they don't learn. It's just kind of crazy. It's unfortunate that's how they are, but, you know, if that's how they want to roll, that's how they want to roll. And speaking of rolling, No Street Brooklyn x8, or No Saint Brooklyn times 8? New Orleans Special Teams Brooklyn Extreme 8? I don't know. All I know is that we're working on putting up another city on that island because we need more cities. I know, in the wilderness I can hear you guys crying out, we need more cities. Well, I'm heeding your call. I am building you libraries and city walls so you can read. I know, you're very concerned about the city walls. But don't worry, we're in a full-blown city wall building epidemic. Except this is a good type of epidemic. What's a good type of epidemic? Maybe there isn't one, but still. I like how this is go. Hey, look, another Greek city. And it's on the coast. Oh my. Ooh, yes. Now, mind you, I'm not going to take my own advice or anything. We'll see how I do with that, but I don't really have anything that advanced right near the Greeks, unfortunately. I have my main island, but the stuff that's right by them, none of those cities, none of them are typically that far along that they could be pumping out good things like ironclads once we gets to ironclads. My goodness, I'm speaking like a 1930s cartoon character here. This is awful. Oh well, what can you do? Not much. Not much. All we can do is hold our breath, baitedly. Alright, so. Yeah, we're going to drop them off at Elrond. I think I've misspelled Elrond. I think it's supposed to be with a D. Maybe I should fix that someday. More than likely, I won't. Just like 2 loaf of bread. Probably not going to happen. Being horribly lazy is a curse, I assure you. But it's a weird type of lazy. I don't quite get how it works. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, the Eiffel Tower. You can do stuff. There's the explanation I gave last episode. Now, the railroad is good for 2 reasons. You get 2 free civ advances for building Darwin's theory of evolution. And you also get to build railroad between your cities, and if you put it over forest, for instance, you'll get another shield of production out of each forest. It's really awesome. Or like, you know, like mountains really pick up in quality when you get railroad over them. As for what I actually picked, economics, that's so I can get Adam Smith's trading company. That'll take anything that costs 1 gold to maintain will no longer cost money. So like temples and marketplaces, like cheaper stuff like that becomes that much better because it costs you nothing to maintain it. And that's just great. It even puts even more money in your pocket. It's kind of like a tax rebate, except that it doesn't, you know, precede getting reamed by the government. But I digest. Alright, what are you guys doing? Oh, you're gonna build roads and irrigate like mad. Mad, I say. Oh, don't develop pottery, Persians. You might join me about, you know, what, 3,000 years ago-ish? Maybe 4? My goodness, silly, silly Persians. At least they didn't discover masonry recently. That would just be embarrassing. And some of those ships are kind of... I could sail them out again to other places, but they've lived a good full life, and they can start helping develop other stuff by giving up their resource shields. Even though we don't get full value for it, we still get some, and it helps. You know, it helps newer cities. Often you can do that where if you launch a ship to a far off shore, as soon as that thing, the engineer lands and starts the new city, You just put that ship in there, and you can get a free start on a cheap military unit, a garrison unit. It's really nice. Things to keep in mind. Especially if you know you're near the other civilizations, and they might just come in and attack your unarmed city because they're jerks. Stupid-ass jerks. After we trusted them. Of course, I haven't trusted any civs at all this whole game, so that statement really has no relevance whatsoever. Why would you guys even let me say that? I'm very disappointed in all of you. Well, hold on a minute. I'm sorry. I'll get back to berating you in a second, but did that just say Babylonians discover alphabet? Babylonians in 1140 AD just discovered the alphabet. That raises a question. Oh, there's some pollution. I'll get to pollution in a minute. I'm sorry, I gotta go back to the Babylonians here. How are they even spelling out their city names if they don't have an alphabet? That just doesn't make sense, man. What the hell? I can't let this go. I can't get over it. It's not gonna happen. Ooh. And they're still at 5 out of 6. Stupid Greeks. Ask for money. That's even better. We will not become slaves to your decadent empire. Even though it would really, 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 really help us to be friends with you. Because you're so huge and will crush us if we ever cross the line. So anyway, now that I can see that pollution spot again. Pollution reduces the effectiveness of any square that there's pollution. It reduces the amount of food it produces, typically. And you can take care of that by sending a settler or an engineer there and use P on the keyboard, the letter P, and that'll start cleaning it up. 2 engineers can clean it up in 1 turn. So typically, as you start to build factories, well, we can't build factories yet. Right now, the reason there's pollution there is because of Bardzo Givni is such a smoker. No, really, the real reason is that he's got King Richard's Crusade, and it produces so much stuff that it inevitably leads to pollution because there's too much production. But we'll find out ways later to help reduce that. Oh, yes, we will. Make no mistake. Very nice. Yeah, and another little island to populate out there. It's always fun to find more islands. Alright, so I guess we're on a... Oh, there's another one that's going to get blowed up real good. If I have my say, anyway. Man, are you guys not done that island yet? Jeez. I mean, I know there's quite a bit of forest in the middle of it, but it's not the hardest place in the universe. Plastic Alan agrees with me, honestly. You know, he's thinking, damn, you know, that's just the way that you're going to do things, and I don't know about that. It's just not cool, man. And I said, Plastic Alan, why are you talking like a hippie? He's like, I don't know, man. It's just because I am, you know, and junk and stuff. Plastic Alan, why are you so crazy? I don't know. I do not know. Alright, Aqueduct's coming in like mad now. What time Kingdom Cards got that bank done? Actually, Kingdom Cards is one of the better ones. That's right, you can make a wonder because you're one of the better cities I got on the go right now. How are we looking here? We're going to switch him away and build Box Cathedral because we want to have it on that main continent, so that's why Barzo is going to build that. Oh, stats guy, you are amazing. Absolutely amazing. He is, seriously. It's too bad he doesn't make videos anymore. His talkthroughs were actually a lot of fun. And I don't think he's ever going to continue them, but you never know. Maybe if we ask him really nicely, he might do it sometime. But I would not hold the proverbial breath. And yeah, that guy's definitely trapped. There's no way I'm getting into him. He's actually trapped on an inside, like an actual lake, as opposed to the ocean, which seems to touch everything in this world. Like seriously, there's not very many thick areas of land anywhere. Not too realistic in comparison to our world, but how realistic is our world? I don't know. I've never been to another planet, have you? If you say you have, you're lying. Because the distances between stars, let alone possible livable planets out there, it just isn't in your favor, even if you've got super hyper mega awesome drive, which you don't. Nobody has super mega awesome hyperdrive. Oh, do you see that little orange circle up in the top left near the beaker, just below the gold? That indicates that that indicates that we are getting into kind of a global warming sort of thing. And the worse it gets, the stronger the color is going to get. And if it gets too much, we're going to get a verbal warning from the game. And then the next time it speaks up, it's going to cause the land to change. It's going to like dry out the land and turn like more productive stuff into less productive. It's really not a nice thing to have happen. So hopefully I'll get some stuff to put in place to help alleviate the pollution problems that I'm creating. Now, as for Magellan's expedition, it gave me 2 extra movement points per ship, as I'm sure you've noticed. My ships can now travel 6 squares at a time. That is amazing. I'm really going to uncover this map now, because it's basically 1.5 turns for the price of 1. Oh, you'll see. You will see. Definitely, you will see. Unless you close your eyes, or close the video, or choose not to look subconsciously, even though you're looking. But then your subconscious will get it, so forget that one. But let's not forget how awesome this empire's turning, YouTube.